So this box, let's go to the notes I made about it. We have any, what's this image? Right, yeah. I actually installed Autodesk. So, the text of the box here is remote access comes in different flavors. And I was like, oh, will we like RDP to a Linux box, or what will this be? And it was AnyDesk. So the ports open here just said AnyDesk client at once. So and that was the Nmap. I looked at this and I googled AnyDesk exploit, and I got this one, which seemed kind of nice because it's supposed to yeah, you can send a payload and it's supposed to work in 5 seconds. And I think I spent 3 hours on just running this a few times, getting tired of it, going, running it a few more times. Gar's event started, and some people had problems, and someone said that they had been going over switching the port for every try, every attempt. And by this time I had restarted my VM. I restarted the box 3 times, I think, on stream. And I was like, my god, okay, I'll try. You have to make a new MSF Venom exploit for changing the port. So that's why it's annoying, you know? You have to run this. It's not hard. It doesn't take much time. You just change the listening port every time too. I did it. I first made the exploit also, or this PHP. I made it into Python 3 instead of apparently 2.7, and I ended up using the original one because I was thinking, is there something wrong with mine? You know, I tried so many things. So still nothing. Metasploit also has this exploit, and it didn't work. It was exactly the same. Nothing, just nothing. So you just start a listener, you expect to get something and you don't, you know? And finally, I ran it about 15 times, and I was like, this is enough for today. I'll do it one more time. Yeah? And then I got a stable shell. And it did not crash at all. I turned it off after a few hours. But then I had SSH that I got kind of immediately, just to be safe, you know, because I didn't want to do that again. But I spent like 3 hours trying to connect. So all the time I spent on this one was just like, God. And for Gar, it just, I think it worked the first or second try. So I was kind of frustrated. I didn't look at what he did later though, so I have no idea what I usually watch him, but now I was like very into just trying this again still. And also I kind of felt like it's not that hard of a box. We'll see. But yeah. We'll see. So at least when I finally got it to work, I had the user. Well, it's my brain says key, but what do we call them, right? Anyway, user txt, not just AnyDesk. So it was supposed to work, and I also checked the date here. I remember doing that and checking the date of the exploit, you know, when it matched, so it was like likely to be this one. From all the things. And other people got it working. So, not to stay on that forever, I got that shell finally on the last try of the day when I was really going to move to bed. So I just checked LSLA a bit and I just hopped into, as soon as I saw the SSH directory, I was like, yes, yes, we want this.
Maddie
We don't want to redo it.
Hello,
Hi, Maddie, welcome in. So I finally got that exploit to work after 30 attempts, randomly, it's just not stable. So I want to try it now and see if it works today.
Thanks for hanging out last night.
Yeah, it was nice. Thank you for the stream last night. Yeah, so then we had the login here. And I just got here is the user txt. So we're going to try and get root on this now. I think that's just the same. I saved all the output. Right, it was also a password. So the SSH wasn't all. We had to do SSH to John and run it with John. And it's just this simple, and we got it kind of at once there. And it worked fine to SSH. So we have a stable SSH, but I want to try if this one, will this work at once on the box today? And it has had lots of time to start. It's had almost a half an hour now, just while me talking randomly. Yeah, so what are you doing today, Maddie? Everything good? I hope so. Yeah, so let's hop over to what's not started yet. Let's start it. So I was outside and it's 30 in the shadow, and I was running around moving things and fixing, and so I'm kind of like, but at least I'm not falling asleep then. I'm kind of tired. I'm also expecting a call today, so we'll see when that pops up. I'll just have to talk to someone for a bit. It's not long. It's not a meeting or anything. It's just about one of my kids. So and I'm like waiting for stuff to happen. Yeah, of course, we want those icons on the desktop. They're very important. I use them all the time.
I'm having a very tough work day right now. Been that way since last week.
Oh, that's not nice. You should hope that it cools off a bit.
But I am trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. Maybe nice to have some distraction with a bit of Twitch.
I hope it also cools off there, D.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of happy that it's not raining, because I have a flea market, like a garage sale, but on the parking lot. So it's been like wet, and now I'm hoping it will dry up so I can put it inside of my trailer. Maybe I'll just give the rest of the stuff away. But people have been, like yesterday, someone left 2 chairs and they're like recycling sorting bins outside. So I was like, okay, I'm trying to get rid of stuff here, not get more stuff. Well, we'll see. Hopefully someone buys them from me.
Oh dear, not the intention, lol.
Yeah, not really. So I guess, should I go to the, recycling place with them then, or what? What was the intention? Nothing happened. I'll click again. So I usually just start the VPN on another tab, or on another desktop. yeah, we need an IP, right? So let's put it in here and there. Let's see what I did when I run this. Yeah, so these use a certain port, and I think I saved the last one. I did. And this is my IP. Yeah, and 6670 is the last one. And the name of it should be in here too. Am I blind? Yeah, it's just called shellcode. Right, I'm copying this. I'm stupid. So I copy this into the script. And the script name. Yeah, so I could probably... I've done a few things since this, but I've not used Python. Typing in the wrong place. So Python 2.7. This one would then send the right packet. It builds a packet to AnyDesk. Here. Socket stuff. And kind of a bit of messy too. I converted it to Python 3, but let's use this one then. So this one should be using port 6670 because I was going up and up and up in the ports there, trying this again and again and again. So before we run it, let's listen on that port. So 6670, I'm kind of sure this is right. And if this works, okay, so I'm thinking, what directory did I use? So probably thm any, and that's not where we had it. That's where the files are. So that means probably yeah, exploits there. So if we try this one again, let's compare. There it is. And the one without 2.7 in the end is the 3.1. And I had Gar test it on his machine and it worked there, so. So we should get a shell within 5 seconds. What do you think? If this works, if it works, I'm happy. If it doesn't work, I'm going for SSH and I'm just forgetting about this or repeating this. I'm not going to do it 30 times again. I promise. Yeah, so it's kind of slow. It's more than 5 seconds. When it worked, it was more than 5 seconds, definitely. So we'll have to wait a bit more. We can open it in another tab and just cd to the well, this one, and here we have the everything. So it's even the last thing. I just need to change the IP. 10. Checking that IP. 159.237. So Maddie, do you have a good boss at work so you don't get like too much work because of that? So I'm giving up on this now. Well, it can still be there. I don't think anything will happen there ever.
I have two bosses kind of.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hopefully at least one is great then. So in John here we'll have the... I should have put it here. Yeah, so I did.
I have one administrative lead, which is currently our CEO. No comment lol.
Okay, okay. Okay. You don't have to say more.
The other person is my lead for day-to-day ops and projects. He is incredible.
So nice, nice. But still, hard not to have one boss then, because then they probably expect different things from you too, right? You can request to get the day-to-day boss to be the real boss. Some orange juice. There. So let's go to the notes, and I have... let's see here. Here we have Linux exploration. So we're going to explore this machine and see if we can find any vulnerabilities we can use to get root on it. So this is like my quick short list and more
My
stuff.
CEO is only ad interim, until our CTDO joins mid-July. Yes,
okay.
that acronym is correct. So it's all good.
Okay, great. Some vacation coming up, maybe? Summer vacation? Well, this is not necessary. We know who we are. But although it's interesting to see that we have groups. Right, I remember I actually looked a bit at this.
I don't take holidays when other people do, since I only go to weird places.
Okay, cool. Cool. Also, working during summertime is usually very relaxing.
Our next
right?
big vacation is a cruise in October.
Oh, cool.
I love working when everyone is off. 4D chess.
4D chess. Anyway, it's definitely much calmer. So we don't have any password. We only have our IDRC, and it's like pause thingy. So let's just quickly look. We didn't have any other passwords on this one, right? I would have put it here. So I'll just keep that up too.
No need to take holidays when things are already quiet. Yeah. Unfortunately, currently the opposite. Gotta drop a lurk to join a call.
Yeah. Okay, good luck with the call. And welcome back, and thanks for the lurk too. So, we don't have any password for any, but we can always try things like, they like 1, 2, 3. I'm typing in the notes now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Always popular. Password 1, 2, 3. We have to try a bit. A password with a capital P. I think we just use those tries there just to do something. So we can't sudo L without a password. Well, let's see if there's something special in OPT. No. Let's check cron tab. So cron tab is scheduled stuff. So if there were something special here, we would see that probably in this file. Anyway, this is like a first check of things that are kind of usual. we don't need to stabilize the shell. That's on the notes here. We'll look at the files, of course, and that's what I did, what I started with and got the SSH. So let's actually look here. And I'm typing in the wrong place. I don't know where though. No layers anywhere. So we have the AnyDisk stuff. Bash history is set to null. I think I did look. We actually have a downloaded file. Let's actually close these down, because we have the SSH, we don't have the bother. I just was curious if it were to work the first time this time around. I would have been kind of grumpy, right? I would have been grumpy. Anyway, it finally worked. So, and that was the port that worked last time. Yeah, we're in the right directory. So I was just going to look at the image, or that I downloaded the image. So this was from cracking the password of the IDRSA, and this is just an image that's in her directory, and was like a how do I open, what on earth is the image program called here? Because GUI in Linux is not my thing yet. That means also I don't know what we look at images with, because I'm usually at the terminal, right? Not at graphical stuff. So all applications. What could be an image here? I'm going to actually be even more graphical. And the sun is so bright, so I can't see. But just a tiny bit of wind and sun. So the things that were still wet in my flea market will be drying up kind of quickly. That's nice. Right, it's in home. I looked at it this time last time too, but now I was thinking I need to learn to do this from the terminal, right? I can't keep clicking stuff. That's not efficient. So the image program is called, come on. Oh, Firefox. So the image program I'm running is currently Firefox. So this is apparently Annie. We have Annie's image. Well, let's actually close Firefox. We don't need it. I believe we don't need it. And we can close this one too. But my purpose was to be able to run it from here. So if I were to do Firefox and this, it starts the image. Nice. So now I know how to do this. But I couldn't. Learn something. That's the whole point of this, right? So let's go back to the box. And what I did before, let's redo it. I did LSLA star. And that's how I found this image. We have this AnyDisk. This is a executable, I think, for AnyDisk. We have the user txt. And the rest of the directories are empty. So there's nothing in desktop, documents, pictures as that one, public, templates and videos are empty. So that's nice to know instead of just looking for stuff. So let's see, are there any other users on this box? There's only one user directory, but is there anything in the etc password? I'm looking at the numbers and I see 1000 Annie. She's called Annie Dash. any dash. So let's actually put this line in our notes because that's her full name, right? We might use that for something. I also control C by mistake. It's nice to be SSH'd. It doesn't matter. So in the info, let's actually put here her full name with the stuff. So I think that I have in my list to actually check and see if we can read shadow, because there could be a problem with the security permissions here, like, right? So let's also, well, we could just try and cat it. So we have permission denied, as we should. So there were no other users here. And just quickly looking at the other things. There. And we couldn't do sudo because we needed a password for sudo. Yeah, so we know who we are. We don't need to run more of that. We did ID to see the groups there. I think we don't need those. We don't have history. Right, we could do env, and I'm typing in the wrong place again. I need to click. So let's just quickly see what we have here. Started here. Yeah, some color thingy. Here's us. The SSH connection. This is interesting to know that it saves it as an environment variable. So I'm just reading. We have mail here. It says we're using bash. Run user 1000 bus. I don't know what this is. I'm a bit curious. I'm just quickly googling this. If we don't Google it, we won't learn what it is. And if you happen to know something that I don't, you just tell me, right? If it's not, I don't want hints for the box. I just random knowledge. I don't think this is related at all. I'm just curious. What is dbus? Message bus system allow different processes to communicate with each other in a distributed environment. It's a powerful tool widely adopted in the Linux world, enabling applications to share data and interact with each other seamlessly. Yeah, okay. That's enough for me. We know a bit more about it. So this is mentioned a few times, and we have the path. That looks kinda normal. Old. What old? So, okay, I get it. So we are now in home. We used to be in home any. Okay. Print working directory. Okay. Games. So let's go to the root directory. And I think I did explore a bit, but I kind of feel like restarting it, you know? I didn't do anything on stream too. So we know that opt is empty because we just looked there. So we had these run, right? Let's look at the run thing, because I'm kinda curious. I should maybe Google it too, but and then we have lots of stuff. Stores volatile random data since the system was started. Run or var run, like bin user bin. And I do feel I'm tired. My eyes are almost falling together now when I've been not running around outside for 2 seconds. I can feel it. I can feel I'm like almost falling asleep. Yes, I can't see 1,000 directory, right? That's the reference there were, so I'm actually going to not look there anymore. So let's look at var. And well, I regret this if I do star here, because I know there are several files, and we could just do let's do like this instead. That might be something long. Well, let's do the simple stuff first, right? Because we could look here forever and not find anything interesting. There was not anything I could just like, oh, this looks great, you know? So, I kind of looked quickly in log, but it was too much stuff. Should we look at mail too? Let's look at mail. I don't think there was anything. I'm just going on my memory there of this, because I think I looked before. Oh my god, I didn't even do the right thing. I was going to go... Oh, yeah, it was empty. I thought so. So my dear listings always, or my logs, when I'm trying to cut it out later, they're always so long, because I always do always late to see where I am, you know? Or what was it, right? This is it. So we couldn't read this. We looked at this. We didn't see if we didn't check the permissions though. We can do that. No, right? We don't have NFS. We don't need to check this. Though there could be like ports. This fail permissions. So I'm not sure I like my new commands I added, because the list gets longer and it can be harder to find something. But this lists all SUID and SG IDs. meaning files that can be run using permissions of the owner of the file or the group of the file. Come on, I did click. Didn't I click? And so we'll see how long list we get. Kinda long. I think I actually started looking at this one, but it wasn't very easy. We can just let's actually add to notes that we should compare this. Compare to there, right? So we can just click. This link should work if we yeah, so we need to make it an external link. I've never done it this way. So add external link. GTFO bins. So this should be a working link. No, this is the wrong way around. That's annoying. So this is a nice site. If I manage to get the link working. There, no, it works. So we can look here for suid. Can I do plus suid here? It shows both, but I couldn't select both. Oh well. So let's just try this with something that we can see is in the list. So it works. If I just type something here, it will pop up. So I'm going to use this list and just type stuff because I'm a bit tired. And this is kind of like a thing to try anyway. Nothing there. I think these are all normal, you know. So like it would ever work. This is a long one, but I don't have to type it all, just the first letters. So what if I just do suid on this one? Does it matter? Yeah, because set, you know, that's kind of so maybe we should just do this one. I'm sure these are normal, but that's not the same. Well, I don't have to type that one even. So I should make a script for this, right? Because this is something you repeat. You have a basic input, which is a listing of files. CHSH cron tab. So I'm thinking that this is good to do, even if it's like not very fruitful, because it makes me practice. So I'm just marking here where I was in the list. So, and scrolling up. So SSH agent. This is our first hit. So I'm going to open it up. But let's finish the list. I can't imagine sudo. Let's trace. Wall. Oh my god, the names now at the end of the list. I did actually Google on
Kitty says,
not gonna lie, I think your title said anime learning. Thought you was doing art, haha.
Oh, it's Annie, not anime. Sorry, Nori. Art would have been fun, right? But this is fun too. This is fun too. I promise. I'm almost done. So we don't have key, gen, or scan. We have sign. So but we have a hit. So I'm just finishing the list there. So we have a hit. If it's the simple, that would be crazy. So let's look at it. If it is the simple, you know, then we can just run this. We'll see. So we don't have. It's not a shell. It's this. Sudo install Okay, this is the first line here is annoyingly not to use it. It is how to create it. Right, if you want to test this. But I think it's very not obvious all the time. So we have usr bin is the name of our file here. So not to take anything in advance, but this is interesting. Copy. And let's paste it in the info actually. And that it is here. And that this is what we need to run in that case. Meaning let's add our path instead here. There. So let's just run this. So fingers crossed. Oh my, I just started Total Commander. So how's your day, Nori? Let's oh my god, my fingers added a letter. They wanted to be And let's do the dot here. Oh, maybe. Yeah, so I have permission denied. Let's read what it said. If the yeah, this is not actually SUID. This is SGID. So it's not SUID itself, actually. I'm not
Glad
good
you're
at
finally
that bit.
on.
I've never
I
tried.
like calming talking streams while in works. Nobody on for me but DJ's lol noiki one cry.
Oh, thank you, Nori. So I will definitely be talking constantly, right? And I won't get really upset either, because that's not who I am, right? I'm curious to look back at the stream where I tried this a million times to get into this one. I don't think I was upset. I was probably a bit annoyed at it though. If you try the same time lots of times and it doesn't work, and it should work. It finally did work, at least. So, I'm just putting some pliers back in it where they're supposed to be. So, if the binary has a SUID bit set, it does not drop the elevated privileges and may be abused. So, well, I'll read it all. If you run SHP, omit the P, all systems. Example creates a SUID copy of the binary and runs it to maintain elevated privileges. To interact with an existing SUID binary, skip the first command and run. Yeah, so it's not actually an existing SUID, it's so they put SUID and SGID at the same place, but I'm kinda interested in the specific bit of SGID. How do I really use this? Let's look at this page. I was at this yesterday and it looked nice, but I don't think I've used it much. So I'm going to actually search for SGID because I kind of know how SUID works. Well, we can just do things, but how can we set it to use the group? Did I even look at the group? I didn't, right? No, it's not root, so it's not useful. I didn't really look at it. Yeah, we need a useful permission too. When I copied this line, I should have actually looked here too, because as you can see, not all of the groups are root, and this is SSH, right? So, oh, what was that? So if it had this bit set to S, this would have been like probably instant root here. But we didn't. We had this set instead. Instead I list both at the same time, I can't see which is which easily. So it didn't really look good enough. So we can actually remove that from the notes too, because I didn't really look. That was stupid of me. Well, I learned something, right? Look carefully before you Google. So none of the others worked. Let's see what else we can do. Right. So, I should have read before I even put it there. notes. We're in the notes. Let's continue with this. So what I did find before was that one of the groups that we have. Oh my goodness. We made a good note there too with the link, by the way. So that's still useful. When we did this, we realized we had a lot of groups. But we don't have the password. And this box only had 22 and 77 ports open, so there's nothing else. Though there might be internally. We have SSH now, so we could always look at other things. Oh my, I'm so very tired. So, since I don't know any way to use this, I won't even look for it. Writable files. Let's look. Oh my goodness. Also, there's what we didn't look for. We didn't look for the. Maybe I should just do the sued ones. I'll have to find examples to test things in, right? So files with permissions for my group. All right. And since I just listed the group here, my God, I'm really bad at pasting here today. It's my tiredness. So this bit is supposed to be replaced by the groups on top there. So we could just do CD-ROM, and then we can do sudo. And then we do dep, and that's where the PPPD is. And then I thought like, oh well, this one had a sued bit too. What's up with this one? I'm curious, and I looked a bit at it, and there seemed to be stuff there. So that's why I look at the PPPD one. But I just closed all the tabs down because I was like, oh my God, it has so many tabs. LP admin. So I don't know if it's good or bad that we don't get any results, right? Samba share. So we only got 3 hits on this. So let's actually well, I can just type them, I guess. I think I know why I typed user before, because it's like in between S and R. So, and you type user kind of often, right? spin PPP. So, right, so if I were to add this bit with the exec onto this one, this would be useful. So let's do that. If we compare to this line, the cat bit at the end, so, oh, this is annoying. We can't see all the characters, even though it's in one of these. So we'll have to do it like this. Let's check find, and I'm typing in the wrong place, in the middle of the notes. Find H. So I was looking for A. Will I have to man this? I don't like man. Well, this is a mess. Is there something for more help? I'm so falling asleep. Well, if we're going to man one program, we could do it for find, right? Find is kind of useful. I'm sorry, I'm just tired. What's searching? Well, my God, I don't remember what's the next one then. Oh wait. All right, it's and, right? Right. Because I remember when I did this.
Hi Fixit, how is your day?
I'm very tired, but otherwise it's good. I'm even more tired than yesterday, I think. How's your day? Oh. I didn't sleep that good. Oh, right. I missed YouTube chat. Sorry.
Did you manage to eat and sleep?
No, I've eaten a bit, but I have food here too. But sleeping didn't go that well because I woke up before I was supposed to, and I think I might have dreamt that someone called for me, and I never remember what I dream. I sleep kind of deep. I'd never wake up from such a thing either. So I'm like, did you call for me, hubby? No? He said he was sleeping himself. So I actually woke up for a very stupid reason. And also, it's very warm, so that's probably why all of it, you know.
Have you
I
had
haven't
thought
been
about the
sleeping.
universe, or a new super story to write like me? D.
A super story. To write like you? Do you write a super story about the universe?
At 2 a.m.
Oh, at 2 a.m. Oh gosh. Sorry, I just had to. So no, I usually try to go to sleep, but it's been very warm now, and I sleep up there. So, and heat, it kind of like rises. Sometimes I actually go down. I should have done that yesterday. I felt how warm it was. I should have gone downstairs to sleep on the couch. I should have done that because it's just too warm. So that's probably why I slept so bad tonight. Because I usually sleep very good, you know, if it's nothing. Yeah, I just. Then I sleep until I to wake up.
You know those thought like, oh I see you are awake to take a pee, why not think about everything all at once right now, D.
Oh, is that like an ADHD thing maybe? Right? Because I just woke up and pee and then I go again in 2 seconds. Yeah, I think my 14-year-old, I remember too. His birthday was he never goes back to sleep ever. Even if he wakes up at 2 or 3 in the morning, he just stays up. So I guess if he wakes up, it's like
Probably, I always had this kind of attitude with my brain, but it's kinda good if you write stories.
yeah, that's great. You should use your assets, you know, and you should see all of your like quirks as assets, right? What other way could you do? You can't go like, oh my god, I would have liked to have darker hair. Okay, let's hate my hair every day of my life. Well, why? Oh, this is okay. Okay, good. You know, why not? Why not like it? That's what you got. uh, yeah. Um. Right. I was going
Yeah,
to look
those are
at the.
also the kind of 2 a.m. thought.
Okay. Okay, that's nice then. Well, use your 2 a.m. thought time for good things. That's
But
good.
mine are more, why I have no hair. D.
That was just a random example. I couldn't think of anything. Well, maybe I would have liked to be taller. I'm not that tall. Or whatever else, you know. Um, I think I'm kind of lucky to have been born in Sweden, though. It's kind of nice country. You could have been born in like Ukraine or something, or even worse, you know, Gaza or something. That would have been bad luck. Poor people that have these wars
In
just thrown
Italy.
upon them. Yeah, yeah. Italy's kind of good too, right? You have the Mediterranean warmth, but I know you were in the north of Italy, so I think it's still warmer than Sweden.
Without knowing any one of those people.
Of those people, yeah, yeah. So I guess you're lucky in some things
If you know what
and
I
less
mean.
in ones. Might. I might. I'm also very tired. I don't feel at my smartest here. So, I'm sorry. I will just read a bit at the same time here. Yeah. A and O is and or. Must be. So I have a knock on the door.
Don't worry, love, is just chit chat.
Yeah. What's that? min dörr. Men det är jättevarmt, det är därför jag vill ha det öppet. Det kommer svalare luft in. Jag tyckte jag hade jättelite. Okej. Ja, jag kan stänga den lite. Vill du mig någonting? Okej. Jag styr och jobbar lite nu. Jag kommer sluta sen igen. Okej? Vad sa du? Jag kommer sluta och jobba med saker igen. Okej? Jag vet inte. Jag behöver göra klart saker. Nu kommer jag få telefonsamtal också. Wow. Nej, det får jag inte. Inte nu. Oj, 417 minus. Det låter högt.
BTW, I do write stories. They almost never see the light of the day, or they end up forget in some hard drive somewhere, or on a flying piece of paper that get lost on a drawer, but I do write what I dream, and what I think would be a good story, D.
Kitty says.
Superimposer, did you give Noiki one high?
Translated from Italian. Superimposer says.
Kitty, hi Nori DJ less than 3.
There, so yeah, so I have to go and reheat some hot dogs. But I'm thinking if I switch mics, we can keep talking. And also, my 16-year-old, he writes his down too. And that's kind of cool. He does it. He thinks it's good ideas to make computer games from, right? It's kind of the same thing with stories. I never remember any dreams, so I could never write anything down. That's why I was like surprised that I actually. Wait, let's see. Oh.
A little advice, send him to do a writing course. If I had the chances, I would probably be more organized by now.
Yeah, so he doesn't leave the house really, and he needs a lot of help. He's got autism, my 16-year-old, and he's had problem in school. And he kind of like crashed, like burned out, like when he was 7. So since then, his life has been much harder for him. But he has lots of plans and thoughts what to do and things. So, yeah, I'm just reading from. Uh, so let's see. I switched mics, right? So I'll just answer here.
Doesn't matter, look, people like Kill Hill, he have autism.
I don't know it is, sorry. But I know there's lots of people, I'm just checking quickly so I don't miss anything
Web
important.
link.
Okay, sure.
Him.
So, just a sec. So there. I'm waiting for a call, so I don't want to miss it. I'll make sure that
Is the new super science educator.
Oh, okay. Before you continue to YouTube, no, this is kind of odd. Why didn't it manage to do the link this time? There. If I middle click, it worked. Okay, I've never heard of him or seen him or anything. Yeah, but anyways, lots of people, I think is it like 1% or something? So a lot of.
And
lot
he
of
have
people.
nice hairs.
Oh yeah, yeah. So people, all people, like you said, what you thought about your hair. My hubby is also his dad has all his hair. It's 80 something. So it's all different. His went white when his dad's went white when he was 30, I think, though. So you have to select what you prefer. I have this mic on now, so we can keep talking. I'll just go down and start the microwave with some food for my kid. So usually it's the same things every day, but now we have an exception, so I'm happy to make something else.
So don't think your son can't do, or he can burn out easy. Think how to make him comfortable doing what he like.
Yeah. he's just very limited in what he wants to do, what he can do. He can't go outside. You know? He won't go. He's been outside too much. So that the Corona really went not in the perfect way. So I just reorganized the class, and then we bought more food. And my hobby was on top of all my sorted stuff from the crafting. So there, I found it. So there are chicken wings in actual probably drawer where I would have put them. I would never have guessed. So also, I think I made a package of 10 hot dogs.
The important thing if he say, I like to try, say okay. If you get it wrong, don't
definitely,
worry.
definitely. So I'll put kind of low heat on these, I think. Let's see. So anything you want to do, I'm happy to. So I'll
A Cloud
just
Sick Ninja says. You're a cloud too.
um, maybe I didn't hear it. I didn't understand what you said, but I'll get back up. I'll read it. Let's see. I'm taking the opportunity to just get some fresh while I'm waiting for the microwave, so I'm sorry if it's noisy. There, because my son just put it, since I didn't put it in
Superimposer
up there.
says.
Many people on the spectrum have problems dealing with mistakes, so make him comfortable to make mistake, and don't worry about it. A
Yeah,
CloudSec Ninja, hi there.
yeah. So he's 16, so it's actually just well, finished the time where you're usually in the normal school system in Sweden, the mandatory one. And we've had a lot of problem with people not understanding why he can't do so. So it's been a bigger fight over it. So um, so I'm hoping that new school and stuff, because we still like asked for a new school
With mandatory stuff I have
to do
problems
stuff.
too. I hate those ha ha ha.
Okay. Because you know what, when I got kids, I didn't ever think of that someone could have problems with school. I never thought of it ever. So it was such a shock, you know, when they both kids have it. Um, so, but my hubby says that he thinks it's just to push, you know, and he kind of just pushes and that didn't work because I didn't know better first either, and then I noticed it didn't work to just push, you know. So with our second, we knew better than to just push at least because so he didn't have to crash as hard as our oldest. Because you when school tells you something, you know, you kind of believe it. Do this, do that, you know. But we did say stuff at some things. They told us, well, if he doesn't dress in the morning, bring the clothes and bring him and make it to school, and he can dress here. Well, yeah, that would have for sure made him more positive to go to school. I'm sure. So, and also people telling you, oh, it's just anxiety. Well, pause if you just do it. So force them to do it. And
Love as I said,
try is just,
don't you worry,
it doesn't
is
matter.
just a matter of different way to play the life game, not a worse not a bad, just different, and if school tell you different than I've some friend who want to talk to those who say it, D.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing the last few years, just fighting for my kids a lot. So, but I've done that. So we finally found a good school. Well, kind of good. At least they didn't push that way. But instead, they maybe didn't do anything. So the last few years, my 16-year-old has not had any school. And the last half year, he's not even met school. I mean, they used to come over to home and like play games with him and stuff. And then they just suddenly stopped doing that, and they weren't really trying to teach him things. And I said a million times, they said like, oh well, he didn't answer the question, what country is the Eiffel Tower in? And I said, I don't think he's interested in that. Why don't you try getting a like learning connection from his interests? This is a Minecraft article I know that he just read. What if you ask some questions here? Then you can see if he could read it properly and get the information from the text. Then you can test his knowledge on that. And they didn't do that. And I asked them so many times to use the interest. I think that's a basic thing of, well, dealing with teaching, a bit of the special needs, use what's there and build on it, not just, oh well, he didn't answer this one question, so well, not. Let's not talk about it. Tell me about what stories do you write. Tell me about the story you read, or your dreams, then, right? Maybe at 2 a.m. So I'm going to actually warm some bread for those two because they're almost done. And I just get it ordered here. Everything's easy to find.
In the little time I had to see you here, I saw you are a very nice and gentle person, so I'll teach you now one important set of word for people telling your kids are bad, or you have to force them do how others do, go F yourself. Trust me is the most satisfy set of words.
Well, it's not the most pedagogical because you have to convince them and explain to them why. You can't just. That's not an efficient way of making friends with people that you need to have as friends. So,
Okay, then say F off.
yeah. So I'm trying to put the air fryer things back here.
Another set of word very important, D.
So also a family-friendly stream, right? Well, you're not using the full words, and also I think the Twitch would kind of mod stuff like that, does it? I don't know. Maybe not. So there. Air fryer prepared. I'll just put the bread in.
I'm practical, if you get it by now.
So what you need to do if you're a kid with special needs, you can't make adversaries of people. You need to help them understand. So that's the thing to go for. To work together and try and help each other. And even if their like views on the world are like very different from your own, you still have to deal with them. It's if your kid get a bad teacher, you can't just
Kitty
say,
says.
"Oh, you're a bad teacher.
People
I'm
try
mad
tell me
at
how
you.
to
Do
raise
this
my 3
instead."
kids
They will
daily,
never
what to
listen
feed
like
them and
that.
how to raise them and to punish them. But you try saying no to a little poof ball begging for treats, purring and meowing at you constantly. Impossible.
So let's see. Are the hot dogs kind of warm? Yeah, they're kind of warm. They're good enough, I think. I could have brought a camera down to the kitchen, right? Then it would have been a microwave hot dogs. Now I'm actually eating a bit too here. Ice cream is the right thing,
Superimposer
right? For
says.
lunch.
This is where I think differently. If I had kids like me, I would probably try to understand them, more than please others, and if other people didn't understand my kids, well, their problem, not mine.
Yeah, but let's say that you need. I mean, what I'm saying is, if you fight someone, they will fight back. If you try to like guide them and teach them, they might be happy and try the things you say. Okay, so it's not the way to just full on confrontation. You have to like be sneaky about making them do what you want. Okay, that's the thing. I'm not saying I will do bad things to my kids because of their opinions. I'm saying you have to change what they
It
think
is
is
not a
right.
matter of fight, it is a matter of, you go your way, I'll have what I think best for my kids.
Yeah, but in Sweden it's mandatory to go to school. You can't not do it. It's a law. So you can't like homeschool the kids or anything. So you don't have all the alternatives that you may have in another country. I don't know what it is like in Italy. Oh, oh my, they're hot. Whew. So the best invention for lots of years, the air fryer. Or they should call it the mini oven, right? Because that's what it is. You don't have to
In Italy is, everyone in
heat.
one room and do what you want, if you don't have good parents connections you are screwed anyway.
Okay, okay. That sounds like barbaric, but I'm assuming it's just your description. That's how you see it, right?
Kitty says.
I'm sure people
No
consider.
best invention ever is catnip.
Is that even an invention? Is it? Is it a real plant or something? I don't. I'm allergic to cats, unfortunately. So, which became very obvious when I was like 3 and cuddled with some shy cat that never wanted to meet another person, and I just like swelled up. So I see we need ketchup. We need pork. Almost done here.
Superimposer says.
I'm allergic to some too, but I love Sphinx.
Oh, I had a big uh, fridge sound there, so I didn't hear it. I'll go back. I'll be back up soon so I can read. Oh my god. 2 full water glass carrying too many things here. We got water and stairs. Hello,
Sphinx cat, those beautiful wrinkly little monsters of beauty.
Så varsågod. Make it like a Ben. So every time I leave, even if it's for 2 seconds, he says bye, good luck. Cute. There.
Kitty says,
I have 2 tuxedo and 1 super puffy floofy ball of fluff calico.
There. So I actually got one of these. I'm too tired to make food for myself. And the yogurt felt kind of old. So ice cream, you know. Ice cream boats. Do you have those? So I'm like totally into just chatting now, right? Chatting mode. But I guess I should actually be trying to
Superimposer
continue
says,
with the books.
Olive Calico. I love. Sorry.
So, what did I miss here? Oh, okay, okay, that's a problem. Yeah, we can't have that. So, you have to be able to say oh
Nori have
at the
3
start of a
little beauty,
sentence.
and I love Sphinx cat.
Okay. So, Sphinx for me, Sphinx cat, that's the Egyptian thing, right? The big ones of stone. I'm sure I'm not allergic to those at least. Hmm.
Search for it, there are many type of Sphinx.
Oh,
And they are all beautiful.
so this is apparently not the righteous kind of. Why didn't they just Google? What site was that? I have no idea. Um,
Sphinx cat.
yeah, so this is what I was thinking of. It's a cat too, right? Caterpillar. Okay, okay.
Those are the statue.
Yeah, cat statues.
Look at Tar.
Yeah. Mm. Oh my, this looks
Kitty
almost
says,
scary.
I would like
Looks
to
like a
stroke one, see
bat.
what stroke like.
This looks like a bat, right? Cool grip.
Superimposer says,
Is like velvet.
Yeah. Come on. If I click here again, you're supposed to remove the big one. Oh, clothes on them. Oh my god, this was the wrinkly one.
Yeah, they suffer a little with cold.
Yeah. That looks like a dog. Mm. Hmm. So, let's go back to the start. And we don't have anything here really. Let's just close it for now.
And they are hard to carry because of the folds on their skin, and you have to clean it very well every day, but damn, they are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Seen?
Yeah. Animals are always nice. This will like fall out.
What is that?
What? So,
What are you eating?
ice cream boat. So strawberry jam, chocolate on top, vanilla ice cream.
A snack/threat.
So, I'm thinking that this is the only bit we would need here.
Threat.
Or I'm too tired to make
So it is not a
food.
proper meal, isn't it?
No, it's not a proper meal. Who wanted a proper meal? Though I'll get something a bit later, and I ate yogurt with mostly. So, um, right, Q. We want Q. Q Q Q. Um,
Not a proper meal either. :D.
that's a proper meal. Definitely. That's what I eat most of the time, almost. So let's see. Can I do this with ice cream? Yeah. Okay, so it failed. No, it was the wrong
Kitty
one.
says.
Who says ice cream is not a meal? Fight me Noiki one Angie.
Yeah. We got a problem there. Who said that? So there, we have the full permissions of the files. And this one, I got interested because it has the seaweed bit too, and we're in the group, but the seaweed is for this one. So that's why I was interested in this one, but I don't know what it is really. So why not run it? The remote system is required to authenticate itself. What is this?
Superimposer says.
Nothing against, 1 kilogram of fresh gelato can be a lunch around here, and we are only 2.
Persistent postural perception. Okay, that's definitely not the one I wanted. We want Linux. Point-to-point protocol daemon. I'm sorry for eating loudly. So point-to-point protocol daemon used to manage network connections between
Lately
two nodes.
Google has become the worse for searching.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've heard people complain, but I haven't noticed anything bad at all. I like it. Sorry. People have been talking about just getting normal results or whatever. I think it's nice. We've been talking about it on Security Now a bit, about how to avoid it. Get old-fashioned results. But he also didn't like what was it. I was like, what? I can't remember. Maybe it'll come to me later.
I'm still trying to find the full documentation for TimeShift create list of options, and I can barely find the man page.
Okay, why don't you look at the man page then? If that's what you wanted. Look, I just scrolled down to get rid of it and then it popped up there instead. Used to manage network connection between two nodes. So when we run it, it's stupid. So
Because the man
how does it
page
work?
say TimeShift create options.
Mm-hmm.
But what options are available? Well, you guess.
So it doesn't say anything really. But that's what I don't like, man. I prefer the help.
Or you copy from others.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't like copy others commands, I like to understand what the hell I do.
Yeah, of course. We could always research it. So let's look into this now. So I have two hands again, not a melting ice cream. Um, so it's used to manage network connection between two nodes on Unix-like systems. Configured using command line argument configuration files. So let's actually search for as I had done before. Um, exploit. Let's actually do because I know there's stuff. So let's try POC. Buffer overflow POC. So first we need to check the age, right? So this is definitely not after that. Let's look at the
Help page and man page are identical. Okay, I let you search yours now, back to work, D.
yeah, I can help you search if you want to. Have you tried ChatGPT? I think it didn't work yesterday, but it might be working again. We'll see. because that's one way to search quickly through lots of things, even if you have to confirm that it's correct later. Also, did you look at this page, that I had the other day? So, the time shift, right? We can even try this search. I never done that searched. So, is it a Linux command?
I don't have an account with it, and I
utility?
will not have the intention to make one. I see GPT as a glorified search engine by now.
Yeah, it is, but it's also a search engine that is good for some things. What I've used it for recently is to translate computer stuff. Let a computer read computer things. So if we go there,
TimeShift is a backup program for Linux.
okay. So please give me the syntax of the time shift backup program for Linux. So it's making a manual from data online, and it might not be correct. It might be. So what does it say? Overview of the basic syntax.
Try ask this, please give me all the available options for TimeShift Create, but I don't have any hope he can find anything more than Google.
But that's the thing, You're calling it a he. It's a language database. That's why it's good at searching language things. So you get it all, instead of looking at 20 pages yourself, you get it all gathered from, with possible errors, from lots of pages. Because there are probably errors in some of the pages, right? And it might put things together upside down because it's not AI, it's just an LLM.
See, it give you all the TimeShift options, not the options for Create.
Yeah, so we have to help it then to understand. But it says this is a time shift create options. So it's not create comments, create tags, create script, create no create, create skip grab, create snapshot device. That's how I understood this. So here's example. Sudo timesheet create. It's create options, all of these. Create, create, create. That's what it says. It might not be correct because it's LLM, not AI. To illustrate the use of multiple options
Who?
together.
Maybe I'm wrong about it.
Yeah, I think so. Should I send this to you? Or should you start using it yourself? I just have a free account, I wouldn't pay for it. So, and also if I were to ask it, are these really all the options? It would say, oh,
I
I'm so
use the
sorry.
alternative free option.
Yeah, I have the free one. Anyway, if I were to ask it now, is this really correct about a thing that is correct? It would probably say, oh, you're right, this is not correct, it should be this, and find up something totally wrong. Okay? So be aware if you try using it that it's kind of if you tell it something is wrong, then it will think you're right and it's wrong, even if it's right. And also, it might just anyway fail and make things up. Like I asked it to make a table with all cameras, like DSLR kind of cameras that can do 1080p video from USB, and it totally
Ha ha
failed.
ha ha.
Yeah.
The air will conquer the world. Maybe. D.
Kitty says.
We could always
Can you
hope
ask it to make
with
me breakfast
actual
noiki
AI.
one jump?
Yeah, let's do that. Could you please make Nori some breakfast? Sure, here's a simple, nutritious recipe for Nori.
Superimposer says.
Breakfast. Here is already second snack time, D.
Kitty says.
I gotta make it myself noiki one Angie.
We can try and make it stumble over itself and make a recipe for this program or something. You know, it still knows this is the context of things. Oh. Anyway, you can get useful information, and it can collect things from lots of pages for you without you having to read 100 web pages and Google for hours. And sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it's just wrong. So you should always you can use it to find information, and then you test if it's correct. Um, and you might even know what to Google for then. And sometimes you want to Google for characters that are hard to Google for, and then you can also use it just for that to Google. So it has its ups and downs. I would never ask it to make code really, because I've tried that, and it just well, I think it might be getting better. Might be getting better. So did I even open this one? I didn't read it early. So I used two virtual machines to test on the same computer. One is server and one is client, and they all use NAT for network connection. So they're all under the N33 network card. PPP server. So is it worth it? Do we think this is the thing? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Also, my 16-year-old.
Superimposer says.
I don't know, maybe is a good glorified search engine, but still nothing that can rule the world, nor nothing that can make Nori the breakfast, so nothing to be worth paying for.
Yeah, I'm not paying. I haven't paid anything. Um, and in case they were showing ads, I have never seen any of them anyway. So I don't even know, because I have ads like off everywhere. Um, we block the ads, of course. Yeah, so actually, this might be like a Metasploit thingy, right? We could always look. Uh, First of all, I'm actually going to add an hour, though it was 45 minutes left, so let's make a new tab and saf console queue. Make it quiet not to show that big thing at the start. So they're actually clouds now. kind of big clouds. Let's check the weather. So I'll have to call my mom too. It looks like so it actually looks a bit rainy. So how about I'm going outside again?
I found this from a follower of Theo, web link. And is free. I use.
Okay. Well, this is free too, you know.
Guess.
This is free. I closed it down. You know what I mean. ChatGPT is free. So you never even get any questions about do you want to pay or whatever. Nothing. It just works. We'll see how long that is. Make people addicted to it first, maybe. Though I don't use it very often. There were like months recently I didn't use it. Oh, you have to sign up. Okay, I'm not signing up to something I don't know what it is. So, if I don't know the use of it already, I'm not signing up. Then I'd rather log into ChatGPT. Yeah, it started now. So, search PPPD.
I've created an account with Proton Mail. Just sign up with stuff I don't know. D.
That's actually what I started using my Google Mail for. That's what I created it for, and then I kind of started using the Google Calendar. So now it's kind of like not that anymore. So I think they're kind of good at spam though. Google. So why did I get this one up? Let's. This is not really a. Hmm, let's
Before I forget,
Google.
do you use a VPN for TryHackMe? And if so, what is it? How it cost? I'm searching for a good one but with not breaking the bank.
Yeah, so TryHackMe has its own VPN. So you use its own VPN. And it can't do normal internet stuff. So, sorry. I don't really use a VPN for anything. All of these things have their own VPN. What did I install? There was something free. You should probably ask someone that uses it more than once every second year, or something. I wouldn't. I don't think I use VPNs because I wouldn't
You mean
trust
I
them
have to pay
anyway.
for their VPN?
I don't think you can use a VPN if you don't pay for TryHackMe. And with TryHackMe's VPN, you can't use normal internet through there. So it's not like a normal VPN, it's just VPN to them. Okay? So it's not a VPN for like hiding yourself in other traffic. So, okay, this is not the right thing. Why did this pop up? Because it uses the
Oh,
PPPD, I
okay,
guess.
got it. Is a tunneling VPN for working on their machines.
Yeah. Tunneling VPN. That's like saying a tunneling tunnel, isn't it? um, So this is nothing to do with this
Colon
anyway.
D.
Um,
Kinda?
yeah. So I don't want to dig into this too much. Seriously, I think I'll just should I look at something more here? I might. Mm, since we have this up, we could always search for something else. Let's search for, because I know it's there, the exploit I used, you know. But now I have SSH, but I can still see if it can do stuff through it, and if it will connect now. So let's search for AnyDesk. I'm like, what's the name of it again? And I remember the CVE number, that's the one I used. So let's use 0. And let's options. It's good to do this sometimes. So set our hosts. And I'll have to get the info up again and get the IP. So it's 10, 10, 159, 247. So are you studying like cybersecurity or something? Why did I do that? I was going to the options. That's not the first time I wrote the wrong thing. So set L host 10, 18, 21, 236. And I don't care what port it is listening on. So let's just confirm options. The R port is correct and it's UDP port. Yeah, so let's run this now. And before when I tried, it didn't work. So it just stopped at this and didn't do anything ever. Just like when I did it myself. So what I would have done here compared to what I did there, I would have changed the port, the L port, and then I would have tried again, change the L port, try again, change the L port, try again, like 30 times. And then I finally got it. So I was a bit curious now though, how, if it's automated exploitation options worked, and if we would then get a hint on what we could use from that. So let's just leave it there. You can
Just
it'll
for
probably never
curiosity,
connect.
why not make a script for it?
Because what you're doing is you're making an MSF Venom exploit. And then you copy a part of that code into your Python script and run it. So, not worth it. So you run this command, then you copy this bit here into your Python script and paste it here for every port you want to test. Yeah, so I uninstalled Autodesk. I installed it and uninstalled it. So this is when I uninstalled it. But that didn't help. So, but maybe it like messed up my computer somehow. So it had harder time. Because I wanted to see what AnyDesk looked like.
If is a repetitive task, even with an exploit, You can use a script that detect the input and use it for the output, and it do it repetitively.
Yeah, but I didn't do it that many times after I realized got the tip to change the port because it worked for someone who had problems like me to connect. Yeah, I did like try it 15 times after that, probably. I think there was like something in the logs. Not here. Not here. Here I have a few. That's 11. Mm. Yeah, so this connect here worked. That's just getting the image. Let's make a new note, by the way. I'm going to call it the same name. So, new day, new log. But we haven't really done anything. So let's just look more. And of course, this is just at work. Let's try some more things. So I already have SSH. I have not tried the last commands because I was messing about with that. So this still has not connected the Metasploit. So
I
it's
don't
not
know enough
just.
yet to say more, but if I find myself having to do repetitive stuff, I would probably begin to make a scripts directory just in case.
Yeah, but it's not worth it to make us put hours into making a script. It's not worth it. Yeah. So we could clear this one so we have a fresh place to do stuff. But we were actually here. So I was going to do like version here. So we have the version of PPPD. I don't think that helps, because I think.
It is always worth it. Scripts are the easy way out in many cases, and can be
Yes, but
useful with
not in
minor
all
changes.
cases. Not in all cases. Not in all cases. That's the thing. So.
True.
When it is useful, then I also like to make scripts for things. But also with these pocs and things that are script, I prefer if it's not like this one where it's merging lots of binary and making a packet to send. You can't do that with burp or something. Well, I guess you could do the script part, but I don't know what burp does. It's not that level of control you have with a socket in Python. So I think that was the right way. But otherwise, I'd prefer to pick the things out so that you actually run to use the exploit and do it manually if you can. So you really understand what you're doing, right? Then you can make a better script too. um,
That is also true.
so yeah, so this seems really like it is the correct thing. So with package PPP version, this is the version we have. So let's also use suid in the search. So we got another hit first. And who says Google doesn't work, right? So this is even before the version we have. Um, I'm tired. My eyes are going like, why are you reading so much? I want to close and sleep instead. Um, so let's look at this one. Top result in the last one. And first, we have 14 hits of the PPPD here. And version is 2.4.7. So I'm thinking like this, why would this user have a lot of groups? One of those groups being the owner of this executable, if it was not supposed to be like something to find. That's what I'm thinking. And also I'm thinking this seems like a messy thing. So I'm thinking about actually looking at some write-up of this box. Since this is a medium box, and I just did a medium because it was on Gar's thing, right? I don't think I'm there yet. But also I'm tired, so maybe I should do something else now and try this one when I'm more energetic. And also, is this a fix? So I'll read the text. While investigating an issue for unrelated software with the help of S-Trace, we saw that the setuid binary sometimes invoked modprobe. An interesting fact about modprobe is that it accepts arbitrary options via the environment variable. Oh, modprobe options. The modprobe options environment variable can also be used to pass arguments to modprobe. This behavior was already successfully exploited in the past in this CVE, and in 2 cases where the environment was not correctly cleaned before creating a child process. Oh my god, this was in the way there, I didn't even notice it. In a setuid context. Following world acclaimed French technique called, we decided to give it a try and identified the responsible code for invoking modprobe lies in the patch specific to Ubuntu. Okay, so let's quickly look. I didn't run all my OS check commands, but I'm kind of sure this was Ubuntu. But what did I realize last time? Which one was the best? Let's cat etc OS release. And here we have the version of Ubuntu. And to scroll up through infinite ls, we have here, I would have recognized the variable if it was.
Are you sure stuff will stick on your mind if you are this tired?
I don't think that matters much, actually. I think it'll still stick. But I can't think as good. And I'm almost falling asleep. Yeah, so I slept too little tonight. So, but I can't think of anything better to do when I'm so tired either. So, but maybe I should remake my nose for the SQLi room instead.
Sleep.
Nah, I can't sleep. I am waiting for an important call.
Take a nap, and then come with a fresh
No,
mind.
I can't. I'm waiting for an important call. I can't take a nap. So she should call me today. I think I'll actually send an email to make sure that she thinks
Wait while taking a power
as I
nap.
do. I can't take a nap. I'm an adult. So this is the wrong
Kitty
program.
says.
Naps are more important.
No, it's not. It's
Noiki one sleep.
it's for my kids.
Superimposer says.
So,
So let's see.
adult don't take naps.
Of course not. Taking naps? Nah. Also, I'm waiting for an important call. You heard me right? I can't miss that.
Try to tell to my mother and millions of people who take a power nap to be always fresh.
Kitty says.
I would make them call at a certain time, to make sure does not disturb my nap Noiki one sleep.
So this is important things for my kids, as I said. So I think that she said she'd contact me during the day, and she sent this at 9. So I didn't answer to this, but I asked her to do it. So I'm confirming she has my phone number. There. Also, I wouldn't sleep anyway because I would kind of make my day be upside down, and I don't want to be a bad example for my kids either. Try telling them to sleep during the night, right? So I'm thinking if she doesn't have a meeting right now or anything, she'll probably call soon. We'll see. Alright, so I think that I'll switch rooms because I'm a bit tired, you know. Let's see what else we had first. What else do I have in the list? We can continue just running these commands. So I don't think the new thing worked. Yes, it worked. I was just doing the wrong group. Right. I remember. So we don't really need this now, but I'm just running everything. In case this would give us hints to something. So I'm not good at those capabilities. Um,
Superimposer says.
Sorry, phone call. Where were we? Oh yes, you taking a nap, and holding your phone near to wake when the important call arrive.
no, that's not a good idea. So please don't keep repeating it. I'm not taking a nap.
Go on, spit spot, take a nap, cheerio.
I'm assuming you wrote that before I said don't say it again, right? What process are running? Yeah, we didn't even look at the processes. That's how tired I am. So, good with a list and extra good when you're tired. So,
I don't know, fan here are loud, I can't hear you. Take a nap? D.
um, yeah, I should tape everything to cats. Because then we'll get the overflow, not cut off. That's a very good trick I learned. Instead of just seeing N, we can now see the full thing. Like this Python thing here. What's this? Did I start this? Yeah, I should probably start that anyway.
Use also, less to scroll the page with Vim keys. Pipe less. Less.
No. That's horrible. Then I don't have it all like I want it. I have it like I want it now. This is what I want. I don't want any messy stuff. You don't like scrolling with the wheel reading?
Is not messy, is scrolling Y page.
I can do that still if I want. I just shift page up, page down, but I don't want to scroll per page. Why would I? I want to read the lines. And I'm keeping track by scrolling a bit at a time. And those three letters starting with V, I'm kind of allergic to that too. So let's see, what message did I get here? 12:38. Okay.
I generally use the terminal on server, and I don't have the ability to have the mouse, so I get used to use pipe less. It is Amy things smile smile.
Let's see. Um, yeah, but that's when you do shift page up, page down to do the pages. Yeah. Um, So. Mm.
Not always, sometimes it mess the T, and you can't use page up and PGDWN.
Okay, yeah. So I'm feeling like I missed something. Hmm. So I don't remember what screen I'm on even there. Oh, I didn't look at the last ones. So it's almost 16. Let's let's fix the things that we're not pleased with. And first let's just. Alright, can see long commands, but I realized I can do to cat, so we don't have to skip this, right? Yeah, and I have cat on this one. Yeah. Mm, mm. Oh, the life full of space like that. Then you get your nap thing, right? Um, yeah. Let's continue doing the lists. I'm good. Just type in. I come on tab L. no Chrome tab. We've already listed the one. I'm not going to details. Let's do SS go. Pin. So here we see this UDP one here that we knew were here because of AnyDesk. And these are the ones we saw. Then we have 53. So I'm definitely too tired to look things up now. So Medstunt and Clue. Oh, it's not installed. That's a first. That's a first. So let's actually run my find flags command here. So it's definitely root. So we know where it is. No, we couldn't read the directory either. I am assuming it's in root anyway. So that was for like a box which had a million different ones. Searching log files and binaries for username and password. Yeah. No. Let's fix the other commands that I'm not sure about. So, here I'm going to. No, let's actually. Let's add back my old one because I think the result for this one is so long. So, and also I'm not sure if I trust it. Not scrolling far enough. Oh my god, that's ice cream burp. I'm so sorry. Shouldn't eat ice cream. It's true. So I'm sure I should just search, right? So if I do this and do suid, I get at once what I'm looking for. So let's just click this thing. And let's copy the lines that I replaced this one with. And now I read enough to know that I can do. Oh, so which one do I have in my notes? Both? Okay. So this one I do cat with. Oh my god, there. Let's just. I think I copied them. Yeah, so we can just paste them. I didn't have to type it again. So, and I'm going to paste it. I should of course have compared it with the other results. U equals to S, type F. And if we were to just change this to G, we get to do it instead. So, oh my god. I'll have to switch gears. I have juice. So, I was just checking that TTS was on, and I kinda actually, I can feel I'm tired now too. What was I doing? Right now I know. So that was that one, right? Alright, right. So, I did realize one thing. Alright. I don't want to. I don't want to read this more. I don't think this is the right thing. So let's do like what we have at the end do. After this, we looked at this. We looked at this. We do have things. So we could try using one of them. And I think that I have them already. So, alright. My god. Well, it works too. But it wasn't what I intended to type. So we have tools. We have enum too, I think. So enum here. Yeah. So we have lean peas. So, oh, let's just run it. Mm, yeah, I can type. I don't have to copy, right? So where am I typing? Let's move to TMP. Now we can go to our directory. We're a user. So let's go to Annie. Well, we're not. You see, I'm kind of too tired for this. Maybe I am too tired. If I can't just decide whether to do home Annie or special character home. So,
I say nothing. Less than 3.
yeah, I like combine both to get nothing. Now I'm trying the syntax without for the first time without looking. So we'll see. Um, so that means good practicing, right? Um, right. Dot sh, right. And it worked. You see? You can still do something even if you're tired. Mm. So, it's there. So, we'll see if it finds something that I couldn't. Yeah. So I noticed that, but we don't have a password. Why did it highlight that screen? Is it just that it does some words? So these processes here, Run by user Annie, but ppid user is root. Could we use that somehow? What is it listing? Cron jobs. Yeah, this is what my script does. It lists these two. I'm like looking for something red now. Writable listener. Sockets. Privilege escalation. Yeah, I shouldn't do a medium box when I'm not awake. I agree with that. But I don't want to stop. So what was this? Unique sockets listing. So why didn't I even read? Why did I read the green ones and not the red ones? So dbus service object list. Network information. So I'm going to check if she got my mail. So I'll just swap over to the other screen because I have the mail on this one. No, there it is. Okay, so she won't call today. She'll call tomorrow. So I'll just answer her. Then I can sleep. No, I won't. So it's the last day for whatever this thing tomorrow. So I was kind of sent her the message 2 days ago, I think. No, right. I was going to send it 2 days ago, but our internet died when I was working on it. So I was like, okay. So I sent it in yesterday. But we had already talked a lot about it, so. And I had sent them a mail before. So everybody's not very quick. So I still think it's if you tell someone at 9 that you're going to call them during the day, and they mail you at 4 or 16, then yeah, I kind of think you could have said something before that if you're not going to call. Because I've been like waiting all day for the call. Since it's kind of important, as I told you, right? There, mail closed. Um, so yeah, we can't do sudo l. We don't have permissions, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, we did look at the file. We know it's in the sudo group. So we'll list all of them. So this is what I prefer. Oh, that was kind of too quick. This is the speed I want. So well, at least I know. Yeah, we have NC, Netcat, Python 3 and 3.6, GCC. Yeah, we already have SSH. So those files, etc, they hope. Could these be useful for something? Because I've never seen them. Private SSH keys were found, and we have that. Might even page down. There are files for passwords. We could just look for files called passwd. Looks like that's what they did, right? Well, that's a thing to remember. I'm thinking there's something more obvious, right? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Other interesting files. So it would have told me if it thought they were interesting, or was it telling me they thought it was interesting? So, yeah, I'm going to pause because this is what we searched here, you know, and we didn't find anything in GTFO bins. But if these think something is interesting, so it says exclamation mark on setcap, and setcap was not in the list. Let's double check. Was I blind and tired? So this is the most boring stream ever. Sorry. I'm rechecking my own checks. So I did search on for suid. So let's do set cap, and it's not in here, right? So if we search for set cap suid,
So if we find something here, that would mean that GTFO bins should add it, right? And I know of other things. I was actually going to add a thing there. I started even writing the update on stream, but then my computer